What is up, guys? It is MMA Mafia here. Today I'm going to be showing you guys one fighter I think could beat the champion of their division. Sorry if my mic's a little fucked up and it sounds a little crazy. I'm literally using an Xbox headset mic, but I got a mic that's coming in and I'll be having it next video and onwards. But let's get into the video. First fighter that I think could beat the champion, Kai Kara-France. It's looking like he's going to get the next title fight after beating Steve Erceg by knockout. It was a vicious knockout. Everyone thought Steve Erceg was going to roll through Kai Kara, and Kai slept him in the first round. I thought Erceg was going to beat him too, but, can't underestimate Kai Kara, and he's got power in his hands. He can put the good combos together. Threw a right hand step through, and then knocked him out. It was a beautiful combo. But I think his style against Pantoja would work really well. He has great takedown defense, and I think now that Erceg's out of the picture, I think Erceg beat Pantoja, but now that Erceg's out of the picture, it's looking like Kai Kara is most equipped to beat him. Brandon Moreno tried, Brandon Royval tried, and they both fell short, but I think Kai Kara has a great chance of beating him. Next person is going to be Petr Yan. I think he has a solid chance of beating O'Malley. I think he beat him in the first fight. I can't see Umar beating O'Malley, and I can't see Merab beating O'Malley. I think they'll both get knocked out, personally. I think O'Malley's striking is just on another level. But Petr Yan went toe-to-toe with him. He mixed in the wrestling. I thought he won the fight the first time, but they gave it to O'Malley. I thought it was a robbery. But if Petr Yan could put together 1, 2, 3 more wins, I think he's right back. He could be right in the title opportunity. I think he would beat O'Malley in a rematch. He looked good in his last performance against Song Yadong. His wrestling looked good. And striking always looks good. I'm excited to see who he fights next. Next person, Max Holloway. I think he's going to beat Ilia Topuria. I have him winning that fight. I don't think Topuria's going to be able to knock him out, and I think it's going to go the distance, and I think Max Holloway will get the last 3 rounds on him. But Topuria has looked good in his last couple performances, obviously knocking out Alexander Volkanovski and beating the Goblin out of fucking Josh Emmett. And I think that it's a close fight. It's 50-50. I think Holloway can get it. If Topuria's going to win a decision, he's going to have to outdamage Max, which is entirely possible. But the more the fight goes on, the more it favors Max, in my opinion. And I think Max can get it done. I think he can piece him up. Maybe chop the leg kicks low. The leg kicks were working for Volkanovski in the Topuria fight. So Max can use that. And I think if he just utilizes the footwork, doesn't allow himself to keep getting clipped and hit by Topuria, I think he has a great chance. And I think he will beat Topuria. On to the next person. Arman Tsarukyan. With Charles Oliveira out of the picture now, and I don't see anyone else coming up who can really step toe-to-toe with Makhachev. I don't think Justin Gaethje, if he got a couple wins together, I don't think he would do it better than Poirier. Arman's the one guy I think could have a great, the best chance in the division. Striking is improving every fight. You saw he was out there throwing axe kicks against Oliveira. His wrestling's always going to be good. The first fight against Makhachev, it was close. Makhachev squeaked it out. It was a good fight. But there's no one else in the division that I think could even come close other than Arman. There's no one in the division right now who's coming up too hot right now. Paddy Pimblett's coming up. Renato Moicano is coming up, but they're lower ranked in the division. There's going to be a couple more fights for them to get up to the top 5. But I think Arman Tsarukyan has the best chance, even though I think Islam Makhachev will beat him. And I think he's going to knock him out. On to the next fighter. Shavkat Rakhmonov. Please save us from Belal Muhammad. I'm praying. There's a couple people in the welterweight division I think could beat Belal Muhammad. Shavkat, I think, has the best chance, and I think he's going to get the title shot before any of the other people. I think Jack Della Maddalena has a good chance of beating Belal Muhammad if he keeps it on the feet. But Shavkat has the wrestling. His striking is great. the way that Bilal would have to beat Shavkat is just using his pace and holding him up against the fence. I don't think he's going to be able to take down Shavkat that much, and if he does, I don't think Shavkat is going to be on the bottom for too long. Shavkat's wrestling and his striking is great. His good striking. I think he could piece up Bilal on the feet. Hopefully that this fight happens soon. I want to see it happen. I want to see Shavkat knock out Bilal. Of course, you got guys up the ranks like Ian Gary, but I don't think he's going to be fighting for the title soon. I don't think anyone wants to see that cuck fight for the title anytime soon either. But Shavkat Rakhmonov, I think the second place got to go to Jack Della Maddalena. He has a great chance as well. People are calling for Usman to get the fight. Usman hasn't fought at welterweight it's been over a year now. So Usman's going to have to get more active and start fighting people. Next fighter is going to be Caio Borralho. He looked amazing in his last fight against Jared Cannonier. His jab, the leg kicks were looking good. His striking has seemed to improve a lot. And he's got a great jiu-jitsu game. I think against Dricus, he's going to be a tough matchup for Dricus. He seems to have good power in his hand. If Dricus tries to rush forward and blitz him, throw that 1-2. And I don't think DDP would want to try to wrestle Caio and get him on the ground. He has a great jiu-jitsu game. But I think he has the best chance in middleweight right now. Izzy got knocked out of the equation. Dricus, great fight between those two. I think out of all the contenders that we're seeing up at the top of middleweight right now, I think he has the best chance. I don't think Imavov would beat Dricus du Plessis. Izzy got knocked out of the equation. I think if Sean and DDP ran it back, I think Dricus would win that again. I think he would win it more convincingly than last time. But I think Caio Borralho has been looking amazing in his last couple fights. Last fight against Cannonier was a war. Striking looked great. Jab. Everything looks crisp on the feet. And I think he'll be getting the next shot after whoever Dricus fights, whether it's Whitaker, Chimaev, Sean Strickland. I think he'll be the one after that. And I think he has a great chance of beating Dricus more than Sean and more than Chimaev and more than Whitaker. On to the next. So help me God, I pray that Magomed Ankalaev does not beat Alex Pereira. But I think he has the best chance at 205. Unfortunately, this inbred. We don't need the cliffs running the UFC, but I think he has the best chance. It'd be a very sad day, the day if Magomed beats Alex Pereira. At light heavyweight right now, there's not really a lot of wrestlers right now. He's not really that much of a wrestler, but he has some wrestling. And he probably would have the best chance of beating Alex. I can't see anyone beating Alex on the feet at 205. He's looking unstoppable at 205. Jamal Hill, I don't think he would come back and beat him. Yuri's out of the picture now. I think stylistically, Jan Blachowicz is probably be more of a problem. It was a really close fight between those two. But Magomed Ankalaev does have a decent chance, but I think Alex Pereira will knock him out. I'm praying for it. We're all praying for it. No one wants to see this guy become champion. Next fighter. Tom Aspinall. Jones is running scared of Tom Aspinall, and we all know it. Jones will not fight him. I don't think that he will. If he fights Stipe and beats him or loses, I think he'll retire either way. But I think if the fight does happen, Tom Aspinall, I think, would knock out Jones in the first round brutally. And I think if Stipe won, Stipe would get knocked out as well. Stipe hasn't fought in so long. Alex Pereira wasn't even fighting in the UFC last time he fought. It's ridiculous that fight is being made. But I hope we get to see the Aspinall-Jones fight. That's really exciting. Jones is running scared. He's hiding in the closet. Aspinall's knocking on the door. He's waiting for that fight. Hopefully, I don't want to pray that Stipe gets injured or anything, but I'd really like to see Tom step in for Stipe. He's the backup fighter for that fight, and everybody wants to see Jones versus Aspinall. Jones fans are coping, saying, "Oh, we don't need to see it. We know how that would happen. We know that Jones would knock him out. He would submit him. Jones hasn't knocked out anybody in the fucking years and years and years. The last time he did, it was against DC, and that was overturned for steroid use, you know. So I think we need to see that fight, and I think Aspinall would come away with it. Anyways, that's going to be it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe and like the video. I'm going to be making more content soon. Sorry about the mic again, but I'll be having a good mic next video. And that's going to be it. All right, later.